Hello, welcome back again, and thank you to our Doing It Differently Down Under series for international education. And I have the great pleasure of introducing right now Regan O'Malley, who is the Associate Director for the Massey University College. And Massey University College is going to be hosting our symposium on April 17th, where a whole bunch of international uh, education practitioners and academics and students, teachers, and thinkers are going to come together and discuss and work out how we do international education really well. Regan, it's really nice to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Regan, I'd just like you just to really briefly introduce yourself, a wee bit of your background, and then I'll ask you just to discuss a little bit more about what you'll be sharing on the panel on the day.
Sure. Yeah. I've been involved in international education for about 18 years now. Most of that was in the ESOL space.
Yeah.
I'm an English language teacher by training. I was purely teaching English language for about 13 years with a lot of international students, non-native English speakers. Part of that was teaching things like EAP, English for academic purposes, transition to university, those kinds of things. When Kaplan kind of moved over to join Massey, to create Massey University College, I went with them, helped basically set up the college, started as a teacher, and then went into academic coordinating. And now I'm Associate Director, Learning and Teaching, one of them, at
Mm.
the college. So I've been doing this role for about 5 years now.
Yeah, so that's really a rich, multifaceted experience, I guess, just in different contexts, working with, observing, relating to these students who've experienced those cross-border dynamics. And you appreciate some of the complexities around that, some of the challenges around that. For me, international students really are the modern day pioneers in terms of their resilience and resourcefulness. And of course, there's a whole lot we can do too, just to sort of assist their transition and their adjustment into life and learning here. Um, you're a member of a distinguished panel that will be discussing this question: how to assist international students transition into New Zealand's education system. Just as a wee teaser, a wee taster, Regan, are you happy to share with us just one reflection on that question, on that topic?
Sure. Yeah, I guess just to add a bit of extra context is just to note that our college is an international pathway. So all of our students are international students. Most of them have English as an additional language, but not all. And they're all basically moving on towards level programs at Massey University. So all of our students, very, very few of them have been in New Zealand for a long time.
Mm,
We do have the occasional student who's maybe come through the New Zealand high school system that comes in, but I'd say 90 to 95% of our students are international students that are here for the first time. So it is a very challenging time for students, arriving in a new place, experiencing new things, trying to get used to a new way of doing things. So yeah, we really try and emphasize, that sense of whanaungatanga and manaakitanga in everything that we're doing. Just welcoming students and acknowledging that what they're doing is really, really difficult. And we say on day
mm,
one orientation, this is perhaps the greatest adventure they're going to embark on.
yeah.
It's going to be full of challenges. It's going to be difficult, but it's also going to be really rewarding. And they're not alone. That's part of the messaging that we give on the first day. And we really do mean that. It's we want to be transparent with students to say, you're doing something really brave, and it's okay to be a little bit lost and a little bit unsure of yourself.
Mm,
So we try our best to create that sort of welcoming environment where everyone's feeling a little bit comfortable. But I guess we also, have a lot of ongoing support that we point students towards, both from the university, Massey itself, but also within our college that we try and encourage students to tap into. Part of the challenge that we have as students are not always help seeking in their behaviors. They're a little bit
yeah.
shy, a little
Mm,
bit, reluctant to sort of put their hand up and say, hey, I need a bit of help. So big part of this is relationship building and making students, comfortable and feeling
mm,
like they can kind of open up to us when they need to,
mm.
which, is always challenging. But when students really open up to us and tell us about what's going on in their lives so that we can help them. We get some great outcomes. So
Mm,
we,
mm.
we really try and create that kind of environment from day one.
Wow. So yeah, you mentioned whānau, the person-to-person connections, the sense of kinship, the sense of not being alone.
Mm.
That's been a really important value for your college. And I guess it'd be very comforting for a student who might be listening to this or others considering, weighing the options and, where they might like to study, where they might like to go on that cross-border adventure. The other being manaakitanga, and that is hospitality, being generous with time and with support. So yeah, I mean, that sounds incredibly important and central, Regan. Yeah, really do appreciate that. So this is just a teaser. If you want to hear more, be part of the conversation, and please come and join us at the Transition Symposium on April 17th. Regan, thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for your time and look forward to the panel.
No worries. My pleasure.